Dear students, in this video we discuss about binary full adder. So binary full adder is basically used for arithmetic operations or basically addition. It can be used in bigger circuits or in microcontrollers for arithmetic operations. So when you consider addition, basically, suppose you consider 2 bits 0 plus 0. So here this 0 denotes augment, which we call it as augment, and below 1 we call it as addend. Also, whenever adding 2 bits for addition, we should remember that 0 plus 0 is equal to 0, 1 plus 0 is equal to 1, then 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 0. Here 0 denotes sum and 1 is the carry. So here xi can be called as augment, yi is the addend, ci is the carry in from the previous bit position. So when you add the bits, the output what you get, so that we call it as sum, and the carry generated when adding the bits, that we call it as ci plus 1. So in order to write the truth table, consider the bits from 0 to 7. So 0 plus 0 plus 0, while adding, sum will be equal to 0 and carry also will be equal to 0. 0 plus 0 plus 1, sum will be equal to 1, carry will be equal to 0. Then 0 plus 1 plus 0, sum will be equal to 1, carry will be equal to 0. Then 0 plus 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1, the output will be, result will be equal to 0 and 1. So 0 denotes sum and 1 denotes carry. Again 1 plus 0 plus 0, sum will be equal to 1 and carry will be equal to 0. Again 1 plus 0 plus 1, so 0 will be the sum and 1 will be the carry. Similarly for this also. And 1 plus 1 plus 1, output is equal to 3. So which can be written as 1 1. So in order to find out the how to express it in terms of logic gates, so this can be either directly we can write the minterms for this and solve it, or else we can use K-map. So here considering K-map for sum and carry out bits. So here first considering sum, so the K-map can be drawn. So as there are 3 variables, K-map will have, we have to consider K-map which consists of 8 cells. So write xi over here and yi, ci on the top. So denoting 0 1, 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. If you fill the table, so 0 0 0, si is equal to 0, then 0 0 1, si is equal to 1, then 0 1 0, si is equal to 1, then 0 1 1, it is equal to 0. So this way we can fill all the values. So here specifically we cannot group any elements because they are randomly placed. So grouping one cell separately. So this will be the grouping. So now we can write the equation. So we can write sum will be equal to. So here if you see, this cell corresponds to xi1. xi1 means we represent it as xi, and yi ci is equal to 0 0. So we write it as yi bar ci bar. So similar way each term can be written. So this represents xi bar y ci bar. This represents xi yi ci, and this represents xi bar yi bar ci. So writing all the terms In order to find the final results, this can be written as Si is equal to xi bar yi bar ci plus xi bar y ci bar plus xi yi bar ci bar plus xi yi ci. So here ci terms are common, some ci terms are common over here, so we can group those together. So this can be written as ci into, the terms inside will be xi bar yi bar plus xi yi plus ci bar terms are common, which can be written as x bar y plus xi yi bar. So this can be written as, so a bar b bar plus ab is equivalent to a x nor b, and a bar b plus ab bar is equivalent to a x or b. So here the first term corresponds to a x nor b, so this can be written as ci into xi x nor yi plus ci bar into xi x or yi. Again this is equivalent to a b bar plus a bar b again, so we can write it in terms of XOR. So this can be written as ci XOR xi XOR yi. So this will be the final expression for ci. Now similar way solving for carry. So again draw the truth table for carry bit. So this can be again draw 8 cell K map, denote xi 0 1, yi ci 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So filling the cell, checking the K map, checking the truth table. So 0 0 0 in the truth table, 0 0 0 in the truth table corresponds to value 0. So fill that value inside the K map. So this will be equal to 0, then 0 0 1 it is 0, then 0 1 0 equal to 0, then 0 1 1 corresponds to 1. So similar way fill all the cells. So this is how we obtain it. So now group the cells either as 2 4 8 16. So here maximum grouping possible is only cell of 2 subcubes. So we can group it like this way and this way. So write the equations corresponding to each of this. So this grouping corresponds to xi is 1. So xi, here the term which is not differing is ci. So we can write this as xi ci. This term corresponds to xi. Here the term which is not differing is yi. That is yi is equal to 1. So we can write it as yi. Now this subcube if you consider as yi ci. So this will be the equivalent diagram, equivalent expression. So we can write the equivalent expression as xi ci plus xi yi plus yi ci. So the equations can be implemented using logic gates. So some we can implement it using XOR gates, and in case of carry it can be implemented using AND and OR gate. We can draw a XOR gate with inputs as xi and yi. So this can be connected to another XOR gate, that is ci. So this corresponds to si. Now carry bit, the first term we can consider xi yi. So considering xi yi, this can be drawn as so the diagram can be drawn x and y connected to an AND gate. Now second expression is xi and ci. So consider ci, again take ci, so this corresponds to xi yi, this corresponds to xi ci. Last term is yi and ci. So this can be drawn as yi, ci. This is equivalent to yi, ci. So these three is added, so it should be connected to an OR gate, which is equivalent to ci plus 1. So this will be the basic full adder circuit, and this is capable of handling only 1 bit each. Now suppose you want to add n bits, that is, suppose you consider you have 4 bits, so you want to add 4 bits. So adding these bits, this is how you get, and if there is a carry, you will have another term over here. So here we can write this as x0, x1, so continuing like this. This will be equal to xn minus 1. Similarly, the other one will be y0, y1, yn minus 1. So the result what you obtain will be s0, s1 up to sn. So this will be the general way of expressing it. So n-bit binary full adder can be obtained using a single full adder by cascading it one after the other and connecting the carry bit from the first full adder to the second full adder. So this can be implemented as we can connect many, depending upon number of bits, we can connect many full adders in a cascaded manner, and the carry bit from the first full adder will be given as input to the or the ci plus 1 as the input to the next full adder. So this way we can connect, depending upon the number of bits, that many full adders should be connected, and finally this output, carry output, what you get will correspond to Sn. As when adding, we can see this is corresponding to Sn. So for each bit a one binary full adder should be used. So the final output what we obtain, that will be equal to Sn. So here if you see, you can see that the output from the full adder carry bit is connected to the next full adder. So this network where also the inputs are connected parallel, simultaneously the inputs are fed into the binary full adder. So when inputs are applied simultaneously to a logic network, so with that we can call it as parallel input. So the adder network is also known as parallel binary adder. Now this network is prone to ripple effect in that if a carry out generated at the ith bit position can affect the sum bits at the higher order bit position. So the output at this point is dependent on the carry bit from the first full adder. So if there is a delay in generating this carry in the first full adder, surely this output also will be delayed. So it follows. Delay can follow till the nth full adder. So there is a delay to get the output. So this network is also known as ripple binary adder. Ripple in the sense there is a delay for generating the final output, as this carry has to propagate from the first part to each bits in the adder. So the name ripple binary adder.